We gather here today to introduce our proposals for the 2059 fiscal year. Mr. Belavente will introduce our predicted top seller.
The unique sushi market has taken off in the past 30 years. Recently, a new trend of deep-sea organisms have been selling at remarkably high rates. We wish to introduce the elusive blobfish into our unique line of sushi products. Madison, our marine expert, will explain our expedition to acquire the extremely elusive blobfish.
There is limited data on the blobfish, and we had to scour the dark zone of the ocean realms. First, we tried our luck at the hydrothermal vents.
Ready, team?
Ready.
Our vessel is approaching temperatures of 400 degrees Celsius and pressures are skyrocketing.
I think we're approaching hydrothermal vents. These are fissures in the surface of the planet that are heated by the mantle. This environment is ideal for bacteria that produce oxygen through chemosynthesis.
If the water is so hot, then why doesn't it evaporate?
That is because of the extremely high pressure found in this environment. As I said before, chemosynthesis uses hydrogen sulfide to produce oxygen for the organisms in the environment.
Well, do you think this place is ideal for blobfish?
I don't know, let's take a look around. My radar's picking up a disturbance.
Look, giant tube worms. These 8-foot-long specimens live near hydrothermal vents. They form symbiotic relationships with the bacteria we mentioned earlier.
I don't think giant tube worms would make very good sushi.
Probably not, because when the hydrothermal vents stop fuming, the giant tube worms die.
I don't think that's what he had in mind.
Let's go further into the ocean depths. What is that light up ahead?
That's a gulper eel. Gulper eels have huge mouths and highly extendable stomachs, allowing them to consume meals that are bigger than they are.
Oh yes, I remember making a proposal for gulper sushi, but Elise and company got to it first.
He's still very bitter about that.
Okay, we should probably move on. Is that a blobfish?
No, that's a vampire squid.
Oh yes, the vampire squid is some of our best-selling unique sushi for its large eyes relative to its body, and it shoots out mucus rather than ink. And there's no conservation efforts.
Well, I might do a conservation effort if you guys keep eating them for sushi. Don't you guys know that they're already eaten by pinnipeds, whales, and large fish? Everybody knows that.
Well, everyone knows they're delicious.
Okay, moving on. Whoa, what is that large animal up ahead?
Oh yes, those poor frilled sharks. Their low reproductive rate and continuous expansion of commercial fisheries puts them at risk as well.
Well, they're considered a nuisance to Japanese fishermen because they get tangled in their nets.
Well, they do have very nice teeth. 25 rows, it appears.
Why can't you guys just respect the environment?
Now, guys. Should have brought these two CEOs along.
Look, a chimera! Now I know a thing or two about chimeras. They are the most primitive of the cartilaginous fishes. They scan the floor with their elongated snout to pick up the electrical impulses of their prey. Usually they are a byproduct or a component of discarded bycatch. How tragic! The seafloor must be a hard place to live.
What is that ugly blob-like mass floating over yonder?
Why, that's a blobfish.
I can taste the profit now.
Wait, just think of all the wonderful things to consider about the blobfish.
You mean like money?
No. How their low-density flesh replaces swim bladder and allows them to float just above the seafloor.
Or how they passively sulk, awaiting food to just pass them.
Yes, or how their jelly-like flesh allows them to be of a lower density than water and not waste energy.
Retrieve it, Mr. Belavente. It's clearly perfect.
I will. Now hand me my super high-tech anti-pressure swimming device. I must go.
Be
If I
careful,
don't make it...
Anthony.
Wait, what is that shape in the distance? I can't tell because of bioluminescent countershading.
Oh no! It's headed straight for Mr. Belavente!
Ha! Karma! It's the perilous cookie-cutter shark. Its pictorial lips and triangular teeth will latch on to Mr. Benavante's futuristic scuba suit that prevents him from being destroyed by the immeasurable pressure.
Mamma mia!
It is probably mistaking Mr. Benavente for a huge fish that it usually preys on. It won't be long until it spins and creates a perfect hole in his suit, allowing the pressure to crush him.
Mamma mia! Mr. Benavente, you must make a choice between the blobfish and your life.
But the money!
Mr. Benavente, I think we've learned that the deep sea is valuable and shouldn't be encroached upon.
I have seen the error of my ways. We must leave this abyss, and leave these poor creatures to safety.
As you can see, this is why our new line is a biodegradable blobfish toy. All the proceeds benefit the study and research of the mysterious realm of the deep. Our company's new direction is sponsored by Disney and SeaWorld for the children. Huzzah!
Huzzah!